What up, YouTube? What up, boxing fans? I got a question for y'all. It's pretty simple. Should Manny Pacquiao retire after his next fight? Or is Manny Pacquiao going to retire after this year? He's got one fight scheduled for November, but no one knows who's he going to fight. It's only Bob Arum that knows. And according to Bob Arum, he's trying to get Marquez, the fourth Marquez fight. But I got a question. What if Manny Pacquiao loses to Marquez? Is it time to retire? I think it is. And I think the Marquez matchup is a bad fight. It's always been a bad matchup for Pacquiao stylistically. And personally, after coming off a loss and his last three fights were not very entertaining on his side, and they were not very explosive in terms of the punches landed. Like, to be honest, they were all 12-round decisions where he looked unimpressive against Marquez, Bradley, and Mosley. Unimpressive. All three of those fights were supposed to be great knockouts, according to the media. But Arum knew Bradley would be a really tough fight, and he was just hoping Pacquiao would win. But in terms of Pacquiao's next fight, I really think going with either Bradley or Marquez or Mayweather is an awful matchup for Pacquiao. He needs a confidence builder. And he really needs to go back to fundamental boxing. He needs to, really get his jab going again. He has no right hand. This guy does not have a right hand that could help him in any situation. His right hook needs work. And all he has is a straight left hand. He doesn't even have a. He's got a left hand. He doesn't even throw body shots anymore. When's the last time you see Pacquiao throw a good body shot? I think Manny Pacquiao has a style to beat any come forward fighter. But in terms of a skilled boxer, Pacquiao will have problems. But however, like Pacquiao has done in the past, he tends to cherry pick titles in higher weight divisions. One of the new title holders at 147 pounds that I think would be a good matchup for Manny Pacquiao is the Ghost, Robert Guerrero. I think that's a winnable fight for Manny Pacquiao, and I think that's a fight that Robert Guerrero would love to have. And it's a fight Manny Pacquiao needs to have to regain a title, to become relevant again. I know he's an international star, but he's still coming off a loss. And to be honest, no one wants to see Marquez again. I'm sorry, Mexican fans. Maybe except for the Mexican fans, no one else really wants to see Marquez again. Honestly. I would like to see Bradley fight again, but it looks like Bob Arum doesn't want to make that fight. So, in my opinion, Bob Arum should focus on setting up Floyd Mayweather, right? In order to do that, he's got to fight someone, he's got to get his name back into the picture and come off a win. That means he's got to cherry pick a title. It looks like in 147 pounds, we got Robert Guerrero as the WBC champion, and Paulie Malignaggi is the WBA champion. Now, I know Paulie Malignaggi is a slick technical boxer, but I'm not sure how much he's grown into 147. He's another fighter that came up from 135, 140 pounds. And now, I think Manny Pacquiao would just outvolume Paulie Malignaggi. He just outwork him. He might not land too much, but he just outwork him. Now, I'm not saying, basically, that's pretty much what happened with Timothy Bradley. Pacquiao threw a lot more punches, but Bradley was countering. And he was doing a lot of other things. He was landing his jabs, and Pacquiao was missing a lot. I think Pacquiao would land a bit more against Paulie Malignaggi. I don't think he has the head movement of Timothy Bradley, or the foot. Well, he might have the foot speed, but he doesn't have the head movement. He just replaces the head movement with the shoulder rolls, and then we'd see how that defensive posture would how effective it would be against Manny Pacquiao. But personally, I think Manny Pacquiao's time is running out. I think he's going to be retired by the end of 2013. And I think that's evident. However, if he loses in his next fight, he has to retire. Like, he's done. So that's why I think he needs to be matched very carefully. And I think his two best options are Robert Guerrero and Paulie Malignaggi. And maybe Devin Alexander, if he can beat Randall Bailey. I think Devin Alexander's a good matchup for Pacquiao as well. But I could be wrong about that one. That one is a closer fight to me. Uh, it is what it is, guys. I think he should retire by the end of 2013. Take care.